So first question I have for you, one of the criteria that was used for the Innovators Luncheon was the idea of peer-to-peer communication. Can you talk a little bit about that? That's an interesting criteria to have.
Yes, it is an interesting one. It goes back to the history of our organization, Omidyar Network, which was founded by the founder of eBay, Omidyar. And one of the insights that came out of that experience is the importance of person-to-person contact and interaction in both building connections between the people in the commerce environment, but also at the personal level. So we look for companies that embody this peer-to-peer element, as well as provide access or opportunity for connection and ownership in whatever product or service that they're building.
And another criteria was, let's see if I get this correct, positive social impact. Can you talk a little bit about that as well?
It's part of the broader mission of Omidyar Network, which is creating opportunity for people. We like to invest in entrepreneurs that are building companies that create opportunity for people, and if successful, can potentially change the world while delivering compelling financial results. So it's an integral part of the way we look at investments at ON.
Okay. So shifting gears into the actual winning app. So how does myShopanion work? Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, myShopanion.
So how does it work? What's sort of the hook there?
So how does it work? It's a mobile shopping companion that enables consumers to have all the shopping information they need anywhere, anytime. So basically, today it's an app, but we are providing also web and email components as well. So you go, it's available for free on the App Store. You download it, you sign up potentially using Facebook, and at that point, what you can do is first you can access a very large library of products. You can scan barcodes. You can type a text search. You can take a picture of a product that you like, and automatically you'll have plenty of information. You'll see features, you'll see images, you'll see reviews from consumer websites, and you'll see all kind of prices. Where it gets, we think, very interesting is when you then use that to then socialize your shopping. And at that point, maybe you're in the store, you're looking at a product, so you have a lot of those data points, but you still need your friends to kind of give you their feedback. You can post anything onto Facebook, Twitter, you can email your friends, and then as they respond, A, they don't need to download anything to be able to respond, but B, you have the response in your handheld device in real time. So your wife, for example, may have some interesting comments about the product that you're looking at. She'll be able, with many other friends, to kind of give her 2 cents and be able to make those comments. You'll have them while on the store or on the go in your hand. So the whole idea is really to enable people to kind of bring their friends onto like every shopping expeditions that they have, or any kind of shopping related conversation that they may have.
So getting into the social component of it, how do you see that enhancing the shopping experience? Is it that you're tapping into a trusted network?
Yeah, it's interesting because first of all, if we step back and we look at purchase decision in general, 2/3 of our large purchases are being influenced by friends and family. So the reality is when we're looking for something, we're calling our friends, we're texting them, we're emailing them. They're really part of it. And sometimes you read reviews, but at the end, you really who is trusted in your network, and you want to tap their brain. For teenagers, it's more you want to look cool, you want to make sure that all your friends think that what you're buying is nice. At the end, I would say the people that you know and people that you trust are the most important component. In most of those, I would say not your everyday purchase. The thing is, we think that in the market, it's really something that is missing today. Today, what we're doing with mobile device is connecting us potentially shopping with the data that are on the web. That's great. But deep down, where it gets much more interesting is when you can tap your social network. And as we said, they have a significant impact. If you can enable them to respond easily and give you all the insights you need whenever you need them, then suddenly you'll be able to fully leverage all this information. And hopefully at the end, you'll be like an informed buyer that will save time, save money, and make the right purchase.
So why did you focus on the mobile side of this as opposed to more of a generalized recommendation engine type of thing?
Yeah, it's a very good question. In fact, first, the thing that we realize is that shopping is a mobile experience. Right now, we may be talking about a pair of shoes. We may be in the store. We may be at home. At the end, it's mobile. So focusing on the web is, we think, potentially the wrong thing from a customer centricity standpoint. Today, until I would say the rise of the iPhone and the Android device, you basically had the shopping in the store and kind of the information collection at home. But this was a broken experience. So if you like to do research, you see something that is good in the store and you go home and you do your research and then potentially you go back to the store. Not good. The reality is you shop and you talk about shopping all the time. The mobile device is really the true advisor, the most natural advisor. Until now, that advisor was not, I would say, sophisticated enough, didn't provide like a simple a simple interface with 24/7 connection to both a strong internet network as well as social network and so on. So there were elements that were missing that were not enabling this mobile device to become your advisor. But now, with all the evolution that have taken place in the last few years, that's changing. So our vision is, you know what? This is our true companion. The computer and all these other elements are nice elements, but really what the center of this is the customer, and what the customers carry all the time whenever talking about shopping is this mobile device. So what we decided is, let's have this as the center of our value proposition, and let's use every other component as participating and helping this experience, reinforcing it. So we move from a web-centric approach to a mobile-centric approach.
So mobile is the gravitational center around which all this other stuff orbits, is that right?
Yes, and at the end, and we're starting to see it. At the end, it's truly the most natural, the most natural device. And if you look at, for example, at potentially more mature market like Japan, you see that mobile has completely transformed shopping. And our vision is, I would say, a few years from now, we will be talking and thinking about shopping completely differently than we do today. And the main reason is this mobile device. So the mobile centricity is, in fact, a key component of, we believe, any successful shopping play moving forward.
So the last question I have for you, do you anticipate that a virtuous cycle will sort of manifest from this, where people use the app, it encourages more recommendations, that then encourages more purchases for products that are recommended, and in turn, people then will use the app more because they're getting that type of information?
I think, yeah, so first of all, there's this notion of trust. So the way we deal with trust is, you trust your friends. So instead of providing you with like very complex algorithm that you don't fully understand, we provide you with a direct relationship with your friends that you can tap in real time. So already there, you kind of partially solve this kind of relationship between the tool itself and the individual. Because now, like the same way with Facebook, it's not really, you're not talking to Facebook, you're talking to your friends. It's a window to your friends, and that's why you love it in a way. This is built around the same logic. Is we're providing a window into the insights of all the people that do matter. So that's A. B, we're building a social shopping network. So now, initially, you can piggyback on email, Facebook, Twitter, and so on and so forth to propagate and ask your friends to help. But at the same time, if they end up signing up for myShopanion, then they will be in your shopping network. And so let's say you are in my shopping network, so you and I, for example, are part of myShopanion. I will be able to see the product that you save for your wish list. I will be able to see your recommendation and so on and so forth. So without having to even connect with you and asking you questions, I'll be able to tap into a lot of knowledge to either surprise you with a gift or to piggyback on some of your knowledge. So what's interesting with us is, instead of having to deal with this chicken and egg of creating a network, we're basically piggybacking on an existing set of networks that are great. And then if people want some more value, they can then, obviously, be part of that network and potentially, add some both trust and more value that they will gather from the tool.
Great. Thank you very much to both of you for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.